So this is another video on the value contract. So here we'll see how to make complete a value contract. So let's go to transaction VA41 to create a value contract general. So we choose WK1, so fine, and here we give our customize this, and we can give our PO number something. We can set a contract validity period, and we say okay, we need 100, and we can, so we say this is the material, and for this we need a target value is 100 euros. We are okay here. Let's save this contract. So the contract ends with 24 has been created here, and the released value is 0. Okay, so what we can do here, we can go to, so we'll create a release order first. So here we refer to this contract, so we are creating a standard order and it is referring to the value contract. So for that, now it is called as a release order. We say copy. Okay, so we have to choose the material. So what we can do here, we can say enter material here, and we can say okay, I need a material of 5. Okay, so I'll go back and make a copy. So let's say PO01. So we created a release order. Yeah, up to fine. So let's go back to the contract and let's commit again so that it is updated. So if you could see, okay, so out of 100 our target is 100 euro, and we consumed a order is placed of 87.75 euros, and this is reflects here. So again, let's say the customer, so again we want to deliver certain goods to the customer. So what we can do, we can still refer to the we can create one more order with reference to the same contract 24. So come, so we are still here, and we can go to this one H11, and this time we say 4. We come back here, so now it is added and we say copy. So PO0 PO02, let's say. So still the system still allows us to create a release orders against the contract. Now if I go back to the contract, and if I to refresh, I go back and come again, if you see here the our initially, if I go to the doc flow, we have, let's say, 2 contracts and the price, if you see here, so let's come back to here. So if you say our target value was for this contract of this material was 100 euros, but still we consumed 157.95, and still if we go and create new order, still the system will allow. Yeah. If I go and create, so the system will go and allow us to create on and on the release order against this contract. If I say I need a 2 material, or material of quantity 2, come back, copy, so the system still allows it. Uh, so we created another release order. If I go back and come again, so now we have 3 release orders, and the sum of the value or amount of each of the release order exceeds this one. So when we make a value contract to be complete, so there are one way. So the very first way we'll discuss, so let's go to the contract to the change mode. So when you see that the contract target value is consumed, so what we can do, we have to set a region of rejection. Yeah. So once we set a reason of rejection something, we can a appropriate reason of rejection can be created. So let's say So for the timing, let's say we put something here, that should be okay. So appropriate, so we can, so on the item label we can put a reason of rejection and we can hit save. Uh, so once a reason of rejection is set, so we can come down here. So we can set, we have set a reason of rejection here for the item. So once it is set, so let's go back to the to create. So now once this is set, the system should not allow to create further release order. Uh, So if you see here directly, the reference has already been completed, copied or rejected. So this message comes means, so now the item is complete. So we cannot no more refer to this item or contract here as we have a single item. So this is one of the way. Huh? So what is the second way? Okay, so let's go back to the second way. So second way is, we have a second way is that, so let's create one more contract to see one more way how we can make complete, sorry, so how we can make complete the value contract. So let's say we have 41. Huh? Let's say this is my PO4 and let's provide a valid period, and let's say I need 100 quantity, and I, sorry, 100 is the target value is 100 against this material, so we need 100 euros or something here. So something we can see here, so something we can set. So okay, so what we can see here, okay, let's save it first. The contract ends with 25 has been created. So let's go back in display mode. So if you look at this item, the item has an item category is WKN essentially. So let's go to here. So let's go to SPRO. We have to go back to the sales and distribution. We have to go to the sales document item category is here. We can come down here and we are looking for this item category WKN, which is essentially a value contract item. So if we come back to the item category settings, so here we have a controlling parameter called, so here we have a section called value contract, and there is something called contract release control. So here's this is blank right now. So what we can do here, so our target is when the value contract value is exceeded in the release order, it should stops with an error message. So here, if you see here, initially it was blank, so that means no response if the target value is exceeded. That's why the system is not, throwing any message. We can create release orders on and on which exceeds the value contract amount. Yeah, so there are there can be warning message, there can be error message, and the first time target value, so there are a lot of controlling parameters set. So we say that okay, when we exceed this value it should give an error message. So let's save it here. So we saved. So we make the settings in our item category and let's go back. So now we have created here, and let's create some release orders. VS01 we can go, the contract is 25. We can directly go to the contract here and we say copy. So then we'll go to the enter material and we say we need a copy of 5, quantity 5. Copy, let's say PO01, and we created a one of the release order referring to this contract. So let's go back, come again, and if I go to the here, so we have created one release order consuming 87.75 euros. That is the release order here. So what is next? Next is we make the necessary settings in the item category group that if we exceed the value contract amount, essentially the system should throw an error message. Huh? We'll make a copy. Yeah, till now we have not entered the quantity. So let's go, and this time let's say we want another quantity of 4. So let's go back and copy. So till now the system doesn't show anything here necessarily. So let's save it. When you save it, so now there is a message comes, target value of the value contract has been exceeded. Value contract item difference is 57.95, document cannot be saved. So this is essentially is coming because we set something in the item category. In the item category we said that okay, it has to raise an error message, so that is why the system checks if it is exceeds, then the system throw this message, so it not allowed to exceed. So still let's try with 2 and save it. Still the system says there is a difference of 22.85 euros, so we cannot do it out. Let's say 1, and still there is a 5.35 euros is there, so that means we have consumed most of the value, and we are not able to create any further release order. Yeah, because the quantity for the quantity 1 the price is something 17 point, so it is, so if you add it here it exceeds the total amount here. Yeah? So this is how the the value contract can be make us marked as complete. So either we put a region of rejection or we make a control in the item category. Yeah? So in our next video we'll talk about the material value contract.